Zaria, Carly. One of them just pulling up now, Carly. Hey, y'all, hey. Lord, I think my phone gonna get overheated right here. And maybe not. Hey, y'all, hey. Happy, Monday. Happy Monday, y'all. Hey, Kelly. Hey, y'all. I am sitting here waiting on Ayden to get out of, sitting home waiting on Ayden to get out of football practice. Because, baby, let me tell y'all something. This get ready to get on my dang on nerves. That's why I'm getting ready to start homeschooling. So you just be at home. You ain't got to worry about too much. You ain't got to worry about too much. You ain't got to do too much. Go ahead on now. Hi from Shreveport, Louisiana. Hey, y'all. Is it still hot in Louisiana? Because, baby, it's hot in North Carolina. Okay? It's the first day of fall. I'm going to need them to go ahead and wrap it up. Okay? Because just the other week, we was freezing. Now that second wind of summer coming in, and it's supposed to be fall, baby. I like a little nip in the air with my pumpkin spice. Okay? I like a little nip. A little nip in the air. Okay? Hi, Felicia. Hi. How was the concert my mom went to? The concert was amazing. Hi, Bria. Hey, girl. Hey, Angie. Yes. Hey, there go. Hey, my cousin. My cousin on here. Hey, cousin. Oh, no, Kelly. Yes. Oh, bless his little heart. We'll definitely put him on the prayer list and keep him in prayer. But y'all, the concert was amazing. My mom and my aunts, let my cousin Keisha tell you, baby, y'all, they crazy, okay? They are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And so I already knew that it was gonna be, trying to get them together and get them, yeah. But honey, when I tell you they had a ball, everything was oh okay, girl, I'll send it to you on our personal Facebook page. I'm gonna send it to you in Messenger. But yeah, they had a ball, and Stephanie Mills in person, she is just such the sweetest. Like, yikes, she is so sweet. But I will say that that it was just nice seeing, Patty and Shaka and Gladys and Stephanie, all, still doing what they love to do. And baby, they was up there moving and grooving. Okay, I still hope at 82. I think Patty LaBelle said she was 82 years old. Baby, I hope at 82 I can still, boop, move and groove like that. Because, baby, they was moving and grooving. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Especially Shaka. And Stephanie Mills running up and down that stage, baby, had the Megan Thee Stallion knees. Okay? Because, period. But, yeah, y'all. So, I came on because a lot of people, I got a lot of inboxes, over 3,000 inboxes to be exact. And y'all know I don't check inboxes here on Facebook. Very rarely do I ever check inboxes on Facebook. And I was just kind of glancing at some of them, and all of them were about open adoption based on my post that I posted the other day about open adoption. So I said, well, let me come on here and address this. And really, I don't necessarily have to, but I like to operate in transparency because I do feel like it helps other people. But I do want to address real quick, people like the girl that I just posted on my story, Haley, and I hope you're watching. I can do whatever I want to do with my kids. You do what you want to with yours. I'm going to do what I want to with mine. Okay? Okay, people, and it's not even Haley, y'all. People be up in arms about the silliest thing. If you come on the internet and say, you know what? The only fruit I like is grapes. People going to be like, oh my gosh, you don't like strawberries? Strawberries are the better fruit. for you. For you. I said, I like grapes. What the hell? Why is that so upsetting to you? You go eat your strawberries and watermelon and pineapple and stuff over there in peace and let me enjoy my grapes. Honey, people so darn cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Just, why can't Boosie dress himself? He can. That's my baby. He my baby. He's literally my baby. So if I want to dress him until the cows come home, I should be able to help my baby put his pants on if that's what I want to do. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. He too big for you to be still putting his clothes on. How do you know what I do with my child every day? Maybe he was just having a bad day that day. Well, if he don't have a disability, he need to be dressing himself. How you don't know what type of disability my kid? People be worried about the wrong things. So let me tend to doing what I do over here with my children of the corn. Now, first, I can't help Zaria and Carly. I can't help them out because they grown, and grown women should be able to be independent and do what needs to be done. Me and Ricardo still shouldn't be helping him. Now, I shouldn't be helping my baby get dressed. And then they say, don't Boosie too big to be in a car seat. He need to be. Like, what in the world going on with the people? Like, what? No. Y'all, that's maybe in y'all state. Okay, baby. Right. I just pulled up Ayden pants the other day. I was like, what is you going on? I could pull his pants up in the back. And he finna be 15 years old. Child, people, you say over there is the left, and people like, no, it's right. And you like, no, over here, this is my left hand, and I'm pointing over here to the left, and they be like, no, that's right. Like, baby, people just want to argue for the sake of arguing. Like, you know, nothing is gonna get. But as far as me and my household, we gonna do what's best for us. And right now, my baby is 56 pounds. And if I want to keep him in a car seat until he's 80 pounds, which is the recommended weight in North Carolina, and I know the age is 8, but I still think 56 pounds is a little light. Baby, something happened, baby. If I press the brakes too hard, a car seat protects him. And if he don't mind sitting in the car seat, baby, it don't even matter. What does it matter to you? I want to protect my child a little more. Like, why your kid ain't in a car seat? Maybe I should be looking at you sideways. If your baby weighed 50 pounds and you just got the little seatbelt strapped over. Like, what is wrong, Cheryl, right? Like, what is the issue? What is the issue? I'm telling y'all, people are having more and more issues. They got an issue with his football team being black. Got an issue with his baseball team being white. Got an issue with him being in a car seat. Got an issue with him not tying his shoes. Got an issue with his sister helping him put his clothes on. Got an issue with Ayden eating too much Jersey Mike's. Well, I mean, who blows that much money? Somebody came on here the other day and wanted to know why I spend so much money on Ayden going to Jersey Mike's. Because I guess we wanted the attention that we got from Jersey Mike's, and they was mad that Jersey Mike's responded. What? What? Baby, please, do you know how long Ayden been eat that Jersey Mike's? Ayden is 15. He probably started eating Jersey Mike's when he was 10. You think I'm just going to go and spend money at Jersey Mike's 5 years for them to just now be responding? I don't, what? like what in the world? It's people be so crazy. Who would spend that money? Do people ever think about, people have birthdays, family bursaries, graduation gifts, or just gifts in general? People just gift people, cards to Jersey Mike's. Ayden had about 40, 50 Jersey Mike's cards because people know he likes eating Jersey Mike's. But I just don't understand. I never understand why people are so crazy. People are so crazy. But the people that inboxed me and was concerned, y'all not crazy. I appreciate y'all entire ministry for the ones that always, checking on us, making sure that we okay. And to the post, now, if y'all buying groceries, that's right. Let me know, okay? And the other day that I posted a message regarding open adoption. So y'all know that Me and my family have done open adoption since we were fostering. The idea of open adoption is not necessarily something that is not required through the state or through the court system. So open adoption is solely an agreement between the biological parents and the adoptive parents on what that looks like. And everybody's open adoption situation is totally different because it's not mandated. Our adoption started off as a closed adoption. All of our adoptions started off as closed adoptions because based on what the foster care deemed, everything was closed. Even though I expressed that I wanted open adoptions, they were very adamant, well, we do closed adoptions and you decide what you want to do after the adoption is finalized, and that's just that on that. And so that's what me and my husband decided to do. We sat down and we talked to our children, each of our children, and we asked them, what do open adoption look like for them? We also asked them about family members that they would like to see, family members that they would not like to see, family members that they would like to call, family members that they would not like to call, or calling them, or whatever the case may be. And also too, as a parent, that's also what I explained to my children, that it's also discernment and wisdom, and your adoptive parents gonna step in anytime we looking and we see something ain't right, baby. We gonna have to hold up a little bit. And my thing is, I just feel like that's across the board. You could be a toxic biological family member, or you can be a toxic non-biological family member. You can be, toxic adoptive family member. Toxic presents itself in many forms, baby. It don't even have to be with the biological family. It could also be with the adoptive family as well. And so, just as I had to check former friends, and I say former because anybody that, first of all, if you're hateful, racist, if you are nasty, if you say stereotypical things to my children, you're done. Like, one time, ain't no coming back from that. Like, there's no coming back. You're cut. You're through. And my thing is, I don't care if it's, so if one of my biological families make any type of nasty, rude, crude, smart remarks towards my other children that don't have anything to do with them, y'all still cut. Like, my thing is, we operate as a family. We operate as one big happy family, all of us. And all of my children, we all have different races of folk in our family, in their biological families. And when I say I had to cut people, I'm talking about people in my friend group. So, and this is not a new story. Y'all know that I had a friend who said some nasty, hateful comments toward my son. And baby, I ain't talked to her in 8 years. I haven't talked to her in 8 years. We was close. We wasn't that damn close because at the end of the day, these are my children and I have to protect my kids. And my thing is, if that's your thinking and you let that come out your mouth instead of trying to work out why you would even feel that way towards a child, then peace and God be with you. I hope you work that out over there. But right now I got to focus on my children, and being that my children were in foster care, I'm not letting nobody add on no additional stress or no additional, hey, deputy. No, nothing. Gotta go pick Ayden up. And Gabe. So I leave Boosie here, right? Because you taking him? Okay. No. 2 practices in 1 day? I don't know how I'm going to deal. Okay. Yeah. They really just need to go ahead and start moving their stuff in at this point. So That's all they gotta do. Yeah. What's going on with your tie?
I took it off of my neck.
What's going on with your neck?
I need a massage or something.
A massage? The best I can do is book it. I can book you a massage, but best I can do, sir. So anyway, to me, I feel like we should, Zaria's door. I just do feel like we should be able to, as adults, have conversations, and then if we can come to an understanding, we can, and if we can't, ain't no love lost. But at the end of the day, my priority is my children's well-being, and them being good humans, right? So anyway, just as with any other family, there is no it's no way to predict how something is going to turn out, right? It's just no way to predict, right? You think you know somebody, and then you all of a sudden, you didn't grew up with them your whole life because they're your family, and then all of a sudden y'all find yourselves on two totally different paths, and that's okay. But you can still be talking to each other in alignment and all of that until your family member goes against your boundaries. And then sometimes you just got to cut people off. And sometimes you got to cut people off cold turkey. Sometimes you cut people off, you don't even have to have an explanation for them. But you just got to go. Okay? And I do feel like right now, I don't know about y'all kids, but I just do feel like my children are in a season of transition. Okay? And because they're in a season of transition, as a therapist, I fully understand that any little thing can rock the boat. Any little thing, and your kid, any little thing said or done to your kids can, be their tipping point. And especially children that already have past childhood trauma. Now, I'm not saying, because I've never disclosed any type of trauma that my children have had, people just know my children are in foster care. That's part of my story. Y'all, nobody can ever find a tape of me saying why my children were in foster care. However, foster care and adoption itself is very traumatizing. Anytime a child goes into foster care, it's traumatizing. Anytime a child is adopted, it's traumatizing. And sometimes I know people like to glorify adoption, and it can have a happy ending, but that don't, just negate the trauma that has occurred because the child is adopted. Because 9 times out of 10, the child didn't ask for it. The child didn't ask to be adopted. And then people want to be mad at that too. Oh, would you have rather stayed in the system? And I didn't have a dog in the fight. The adoptee don't have a dog in the fight, right? But, over the years, talking to biological family members, I know that it can be very difficult to not want to parent. Okay, so I know, let me just kind of back up a little bit, because at the end of the day, the biological parent is the parent. And for me, I don't refer to my children's biological family members as anything other than what they are. If it's your mama, it's your mama. If your dad, it's your daddy. If it's your grandma, your aunt, your uncle, whatever. If it's your cousin, it's your cousin. I don't be like, oh, there's Winnie Pooh, or, you need to call her Winnie Pooh because she is, I just say, there go your grandma, and so my children choose to refer to biological family members however they choose to refer to them. That's not my problem. I say, there go your auntie, and they could just be like, oh, hey, Janice. They don't have to say, hey, Aunt Janice, if they don't want to. Okay. So sometimes it's a lot of entitlement that's involved. And it just, there's things that I have to discuss, like, hey, my children aren't required to call you auntie, uncle, granny, mama, daddy, if they don't feel comfortable. Maybe you can build up to that, but in the meantime and in between time, let's just kind of nurture this relationship and not be so nitpicky and hung up on how they are referring to you. And so after that becomes a problem because the biological family member just cannot take it, then I have to just, at this point, accept that we can no longer have conversations with you until you either A, can accept that that's not, it shouldn't even be an issue when you're trying to build or hang on to a relationship with your biological family member. Okay. Another thing with biological family is I have told several biological family members not to discuss the biological family drama with my children. I don't know about y'all, but I am one of the people that is gung-ho about kids staying in kids' places, like my mama. Like, ooh, they don't even know my family drama, if we have any. Why do you feel like it's okay to disclose the biological family drama to my children? Let's not do that. Okay? Let's not do that, because what are they supposed to do with that information? What are they supposed to do with the information that you give them? That don't make any sense to me. Like, children should stay in children's place. It's no need for you to, The other thing is there's two biological sets of families, right? You got the biological mom side of the family, then you got the biological dad side of the family. Me personally, I don't talk negatively about any of my children's biological family members. I don't. I've never said a negative thing about any of them. Now, have my children will learn the truth as they get older if they want access to their adoptive files, if they want access to their foster care files, because I fought to get those files for my children so that they don't have to wonder and they'll have it available when they're old enough to kind of decipher through the information. And so they'll know, but I don't talk negatively about my children's biological family members. So I'm not going to allow a biological family member to talk negatively about the opposite side. So if it's like the biological mom side, somebody on the biological mom side is talking negatively about the biological daddy side, or vice versa. No. No. That's just not gonna happen around here. I mean, I don't know what y'all had going on, but that's just not what we gonna do, And my thing is, after you've asked a while, or after you've told them, or after you've said, or whatever, then don't keep doing it. Don't keep, every time the child get on the phone, here you go. Like, oh, well, did you know? Like, what? Like, no. Now I feel that I have to be intrusive with the conversation. Like, now you got to sit in the living room. We got to put it on speakerphone. Now, I ain't getting ready to monitor a conversation between my child and their biological family. Now I have to. And now it shouldn't have to be like that. The other thing is, my kids see things that go on in the world, whether it's religious things or things that are hot topics or politics or whatever the case may be. Kids see those things, or kids have access to those things. And even when you send your kid to school, another child, it can just be willy-nilly, and they can, whatever the case may be. And then my kids come home and they talk to me and they want to get my opinion on the situation. But I always see, well, how did you interpret it? Where did you get that information from? What are your thoughts about it? Okay. Not for you. Like, to me, where it crossed the line is, don't send my kids videos of things that that's inappropriate, that I wouldn't even seeing my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand, like, if I've talked to you several times and I've said, hey, like, no, we don't discuss these things with our children unless they actually bring it up, unless they've had a conversation with a kid outside, and then I will decipher that information. And then you send videos and then want to know the thoughts. What are your thoughts about this? No. And, you know, and at the end of the day, I do appreciate my children coming to me and like, Ma, like, this is kind of weird. And when my kids say, you're done. You're done. So now we just have to go no contact. And I understand, the reason why I made the post is because, a lot of times people look to your family or look to my family because I have really had beautiful and still do have beautiful open adoptions. But I also want people to understand that it's not always a walk in the park. It's not always, I don't want them to be looking at us as the poster family or poster children for open adoption and, only seeing one side and just believing that, if it could work, because this is just beautiful how they do their open. Now, I want it to be as realistic as possible, because at the end of the day, people do get inspired by things that people post online, and, and sometimes I want people to have all the information, make the decision, but have all the information. I'm still an advocate for open adoption. There are still family members that we still have open adoption with, but I just feel like once the boundaries are crossed and lines are crossed, we're gonna have to pull it back a little bit. Especially right now, kids are very impressionable. And, a lot of stuff is already a lot going on as it is. And I don't need nobody else giving my kids information that they don't need to have right now. My kids need to go to school. They need to be focused on those grades. They need to be focused on being kind to their classmates. And they need to be focused on learning, getting their education, and being kids, going to sports practices and all that extra bull crap that you talking about, baby. They ain't got time for that. Send it to me. Ask me. We can chop it up all day. Don't send it to my children. Okay? Because you're done. You're done at that. You're done. To my daughter, because her mother found her on Facebook, talked her into running away. Lord. Jesus. I hate that too. I hate that stuff like that happens. I do wish that we could just, everybody could just learn how to respect the boundaries, respect each other, and it don't have to be this, whatever. But at the end of the day, we're dealing with all types of people, even in your own family. You're dealing with all types of, personalities and all types of attitudes and all types of individuals and all, and so, at the end of the day, you have to just do what you feel is right for your children, to protect their peace, to protect their sanity, to protect their innocence, to protect their well-being. Because baby, 8 and 15 and hell, even 22 is too young to be worried about anything other than what you need to be doing tomorrow when you wake up. Like, trying to deal with adult stuff is just mind-blowing to me, how much stuff people put down on their children and make them, it's, to me, it's just performative, and it hurts the children. It makes them, they now they have to feel like they can't play with their other friends at school, because, like, stop doing that to your children. Just let kids be kids. Feel how you feel as an adult. That's fine. Let them formulate that. Like, they should be able to just happily be and just be free. Because dang, by the time we hit adulthood, we already, our minds are already boggled down with all this, with so much stuff. And then pile on medical stuff on top of that, financial hardships, relationship stuff, bills. I mean, baby, we around here just trying to survive. Meanwhile, on the ranch, kids should just be free. They should just be free to be children. Like, they shouldn't have to worry about all this adult stuff, because it's coming sooner than later. Literally. Ayden to be 18 in a couple of years. 3 to be exact. Like, boosie will be 18 in 10 years. And people think 10 years is a long time. You blink and baby, 10 years has gone by just like that. You know. So we got way too, and then by the time you get 50, you're in the middle of the road at this point. Like, you shouldn't really be worried about too much, but baby, living your best golden life. Cause I just feel like by the time I turn 50, I'm gonna be living my best golden life. Like, I ain't gonna be, did you hear? No, I ain't heard. Did you see? I ain't seen, only thing I seen is that blue water and a boat, honey. Baby, and a little drink or two, baby, eating a little sushi. Because by the time I'm 50, maybe I'll grow up and eat. Try some sushi, right? But, honey, so yeah. While I do and am is an advocate for open adoption. Because I just do believe that children should know that they are adopted. I don't think that they should be finding out through a blood test because they had to have a medical, if they had a medical emergency and then boom. I don't think they should be rummaging through paperwork because you done passed away and they rummaging through and they find an adoptions degree. I don't think that a family member should be telling them at 13 years old, well, that's why you got adopted when you, No, that is so traumatizing. So yes, I do believe that a child should know that they are adopted from the first point of adoption. And I do feel like that if the open adoption works, then by all means, let them still be a part of their assigned, because God assigned them to that birth family for a particular reason. Whatever happened, they were still assigned to that family. And I think that they should still be able to, at some point ease back into that family if that's how they want to, because I feel like if you have been a great adoptive parent, your children are not going to, there's no love going to be lost. Not 1 ounce of love is going to be lost. And ask me how I know. Because Carly is 22 years old. Carly is 22. Carly can make the decision to go freely and live with her biological family if that's what she decides to do. But Carly chooses to be here with her adoptive family. Not saying there's no hate or ill will toward her biological, because y'all see her brothers all the time, but she goes and she sees them, spends time with them, goes to, family reunion, whatever the case may be. But she still chooses to be where she's always been, and that's with us. And she integrates herself into her biological family, and she still chooses to be here. So there's no love going to be lost because you choose to be in an open adoption, situation, because it doesn't matter if there's biology or not. If you have shown that child love and you've taken care of that child and you've raised that child and you've cared for that child ain't gonna go far from you. That child ain't gonna have none of that, like, at all. But I do feel like if you tried to be sneaky and didn't want to tell the child, and you so scared that the love is gonna be lost, and the kid gonna love the biological mama more than they love you, and whatever the case may be, then I feel like you would put a strain on your relationship. You trying to get the love while the child is younger, but what about when the child grow up and get older? You don't want the love then either, because they find out like it's almost, So, yes, y'all. Open adoption is great, but there's ups and downs, and I'm not going to stop trying, because I definitely think that it is important. But what I will say is, and I hate to use this analogy, but I think that this is what I can compare it to for right now. I hate to use this, but I'm going to use it anyway. Like, if you've ever been in a situation where you're a single mom and you try to be cordial and keep the lines of communication open with the daddy so that the child can, like, you try to go overboard so that your child can know the daddy and know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to offend the single daddies either. So maybe if you've been a single daddy and you try to do that with the mamas, But I'm just speaking from experience, right? So, you try to keep the lines of communication open because, when the child grows up, they'll make their own decision on, one way or the other. And so that's what I feel like I was doing. But, as the parent, as a single parent, and then the older you get, or the older your child get, you realize that you can't keep that up. You can't keep doing that. It's just what it is. And whatever the kid think of them when they get older, it just is what it's going to be. And so, you just start to let the child formulate their own opinions based on the inconsistencies, based on, whatever the case may be. And then just be done with it, right? What about when the bio parents keep making broken promises and you're left to clean up with? So, and I'm not speaking about my own children, but as a foster parent, that used to happen all the time in foster care, where, we would show up to a visit at a particular place, and then the parent wouldn't show up. And then, of course, it leaves the foster parent to try to pick up the pieces, oh, well, let's go for ice cream. Then here we are trying to make up stories. Oh, they probably got stuck in traffic, and the kid just like, Mama or Daddy didn't show up again. They don't love me. They hate me. And it's like, oh my God. Like, why can't parents just do what they're supposed to do? But at the same time, I do think also, as a therapist, as a foster parent, I can have my mind. It's one way. But as a therapist, I also do understand that sometimes parents just can't do it. Some people are just not cut out to be parents. Sometimes mental health takes over and they just can't be present. Sometimes people get bogged down with the system. Sometimes I've seen this, like, the system can beat the parent down so much that they just give up. Like, they don't even feel like they can win, so they just stop trying altogether. And then sometimes addiction takes place, and then addiction, people know about how addiction can look. And then there's just it, while the parent can desire to do better, the addiction takes over and they just can't. Like, they mentally and physically can't. And that's unfortunate. Because it hurts the child in the long run. Now, if your child is adopted, like, at the end of the day, you might have to sit your kid down. And you don't have to listen to my recommendation. I just feel like in that situation, because I don't think that I've had that. I don't think that I've had that happen often with the adoption, because I don't allow. So it's all about what you allow too, right? So with my open adoptions, like, I don't allow them to, like, go spend no nights. I don't allow my children to spend the night with anybody. So it don't have anything to do with biological family and thing like that. Like, no, ain't no spending no night. So you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna come get you and gonna spend the night. No, I don't let nobody take my kids nowhere. And, of course, I just feel like I'm a helicopter parent, helicopter-ish, I guess. But I don't let people take my kids anywhere. So you can't promise to bring my children anywhere. I also don't, there's been things that's like, oh, when are you going to have a birthday party? So I can bring such and such, a toy or a gift or whatever the case may be. And I always say, don't tell my kids nothing. Don't tell them you're going to bring them something for their birthday. Don't tell them you're going to get it, because if you don't, that's cool. Tell me. And then you don't end up showing up to the birthday party. We're cool because they didn't know, and they're still having a birthday party. So it's just, but at the end of the day, I just do think you got to sit your kid down and you got to tell your kid, like, hey, I think we're coming to a road where we might have to kind of back off a little bit from such and such right now. How do you feel about it? Because one thing I do know is the adoptee wants to have a voice, and they prefer to get, they want you to get their input. Yeah, like at this point, yep, you gotta just cut. Like sometimes you just gotta cut, because you just can't. I mean, that's anybody, right? Like you can't keep promising a kid something, and then the kid just so excited for you to let them down, and then they get so excited again, and then you let them down. Like what? Do I let my kids see their biological parents? We're talking about open adoption, of course. When I say that I don't let my children spend the night with anybody, my kids not spending the night with nobody. That's just that. Like now, if you grown, Carlin's already, they can choose to spend the night wherever they want to spend the night, wherever they at, lay they had it, stay home, man. You know. But when they were 17 and under, you spend the night at home. You stay home. Your spend the night bag is at the house. Okay. Now, whatever people decide to do with their kids, they decide to do. Because we used to have kids spend the night at our house all the time. But that's just the rule that I have. No spending nights. Okay. And then, you know, as far as like allowing biological family members to take my children somewhere, no. The only people that I allow my children to be taken somewhere with is my mama and my daddy. Other than that, like even my biological family don't be like, hey, I'm coming to pick up the kids and take them. No, you're not. No, you're not. But yes, as far as my children being able to talk to their biological parents, biological siblings, biological aunties, grandmas, because biological family don't just stop with the parents. It don't just start and end with the parents. They have grandparents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles who also love and care about them and also want to have relationships with them. And also too, there might be times where they don't even the biological parent don't even want to talk to the child, but granny do, pawpaw do, auntie and uncle do, you know, and we just have to roll with that, you know. And that's okay too, because I'm willing to welcome any biological family members that's willing to work with me and Ricardo and follow our boundaries. And, you know, it is what it is. And that's just that. Now, as far as being invited, I invite you. Baby, you can go on vacations with us. You can come to birthday parties. You can come to family reunions. I encourage, baby, come on. I give out all the information. Show up. We're a family. It's a family. Show up. Show up. And my thing is, I don't tell my children that I invite them, because if they don't show up, then it ain't no love loss. It ain't no sweat off nobody's back. If they do show up, it's a surprise. But if they don't, ain't nothing to be heard about. And I feel like my children, because we've had open adoption since they were born, you know, I do feel like there's no sweat off their backs, if that makes sense. Like they just treat it as it is. It just is what it is at this point. I don't know. And I'm not the one to reach out. I'm not reaching out. Like I set it up. You know your kid is adopted. You know I have open adoption. I'm not going to be the one. I don't even call my baby daddy. I don't even call my baby daddy. Okay? Because what do you mean? Like, and we have a whole biological child together. Like, I'm not going to keep reaching out. Like, nope. That's not what I'm going to do. And you know, I don't have no problem with, hey, can I talk? Nope. No problem. Here you go. Hey, we having something. Can you? Nope. I don't have a problem. Here we go. But I'm not gonna be the one around here. Oh, are you gonna call today? Are you gonna talk to them? I don't have time for that. I don't have time. So I just really, it's really just set to the biological families reaching out. Because I'm gonna reach out if there is something of importance. Now, anytime my kid go to the hospitals, I'm reaching out to somebody. Cause baby, I need you to know. I need you to know that my baby in the hospital, and if they need information about A, B, C, or D, I'm gonna need to contact somebody, and I'm gonna need somebody to be able to tell me this information. So I love that part. I love being able to get them on the horn if the doctor's asking questions, and I'm like, hold on, let me get Granny on the line. Okay, hold on, let me get the daddy. Okay, because I don't need no situations going on with my kids, and they can't figure it out, and the whole time, the biological family got the key. Unlock it, baby. Unlock it. But other than that, like, this is the funniest, or not even the funniest part. The craziest part to me is that it's a couple biological family members that be watching Raising Cultures. I see you. And the crazier part is the family member, one of the family, like, I'm so cool with so many of the family members, but one family member in particular, we like this. And she hit me up to all the game. Oh, if you see this name, that's such and such. If you see this name, that's such and such. And I be like, well, why ain't they trying to reach out? They be seeing, and I'm thinking to myself, like, this, you seeing them is not the same as you seeing them. Like, be for real. So I just let it be. You can't think that you watching them on Raising Cultures is your golden ticket to when they turn 18 for you. But I seen you all your life. But was you a part of my life? Was you in my life? Did you want to? Because if you see us on Raising Cultures, you can easily inbox me and be like, hey, I am boosie such and such. I am Ayden such and such. I am Carly such and such. And I just wanted to know that since you do have open adoption, I know I'm not a parent, but I am the cousin. And I verify that, and they tell me that it's verified. Don't think you gonna inbox me and I'm just gonna be like, oh, you a cousin? Because no, that didn't happen before too, baby. Granny said she didn't know you. So I don't care if you really are. Granny said she didn't know you. And Granny should know you. But yeah. So right now we just taking it one day at a time. We just taking it one day at a time. Thank you, Natalie Williams. I appreciate your entire ministry. Thank you so much. Honey, we just be over here, just be trying to do the right thing. I gotta go take my mama her mail. Y'all, I got these fire blankets for the daycare, for my mama's daycare, and they better work. And they better work. And they better work too, okay? But have anybody else like ordered these, and do y'all think it was like a good thing to order? No ma'am, Pam, right. Granny, I sent that to Granny, and Granny was like, I ain't never heard that name, but that just don't mean nothing. Let me check. And when I say I'm so close to Granny, first of all, Granny is like, she is, I love Granny so much. But Granny gives the tea, baby. Granny gives the tea, and I love that. But I just do think these are so important because, honey, yeah, I'd be crowding up everything in my mama's daycare. Everything. Somebody said the little device with the choking, thing. As soon as I seen it, I said, oop, I ordered 2. Gave one to my mom and one to my bank. I was like, put these in. Ain't no kid choking on our watch. Fire blankets. Oh, you need them in the day? Baby, we throwing all of them in the crib, throwing the fire blanket over, we running out like a darn firefighter. I ain't finna play with nobody kids. Okay? Yeah, so I actually ended up getting 6. And so I'm keeping one in my car, because you just never know. I'm going to keep one in my car. I'm going to give 2 to my mama to keep in daycare and one in her house. I gave one to Zari and Carly for the tiny home. I got one in my kitchen. Thank God, right, Sharon, right? Like, you never have to use them. Thank God you don't want to use them. You never have to use them. But, I mean, just in case, right? I mean, just in case. You just never know. Then I saw the little CPR thing where the lady was like, you know, she was saying she was a nurse, and she, her daughter went into cardiac arrest or something. She froze up, and she was a nurse, and she just forgot how to do the steps of CPR. And she just was like, oh my gosh. Like, I mean, luckily and thankfully, or, you know, the daughter ended up being okay. But so she started to sell the CPR wrap, and, like, you insert it, and then it has all the directions. So, like, if it just leaves your mind, okay, it might leave your mind because you in a highly traumatic situation. Here go the steps right here. Let me order them. Give me some. Baby, I threw them at the daycare too. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, y'all. I just know that I just be. And then I said, Lord, I had to end up ordering, like, I don't know. But I ended up ordering the window breakers for the cars. So, if, you know, something, I'm like, Lord, I need to be able to get out the car if I have to go over a bridge and then all of a sudden end up in some water. Put this fire blanket over your head, boosie, and Ayden. Come on. Oh, Lord. Pop this thing, and I hope y'all know how to swim. So, yeah. I just be ordering things that I just feel like I hope we don't ever need, but in the event that we do, it's good to have, right? Like, I don't know. Lord, hope we don't never need them, though. Hi from Charlotte. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Happy birthday. Honey, I hope you're enjoying your birthday. I really do. It's been a nice day today. It got a little hot, but it's been nice. Hey, Auntie Debbie. Better to have and not need than to need and not have. Ain't that the truth? Good Lord. Y'all, I am over football season. And because, you know, Paul Crew and The Longest Yard, a.k.a. Adam Sandler, because they keep, hi, now, can you be a part of, girl, everybody can be a part of the Cyber family. Because they keep winning, they possibly gonna be going to Florida for the playoffs. Why? Everybody knows that when the wintertime come, I like to be locked in my house. I don't like the doctor go when it's the winter. So Ricardo was like, well, you know, I just think that they might have to go to Florida if they gonna keep winning. They might have an opportunity to go to Florida. I was like, what they got to do with me? What they got to do with the price of tea and China? Like, what? How did I get in this? He was like, well, I'm just saying, you know, we gonna have to go. Okay. I'm just, I don't know. But the sports is really, you know, I think Ayden has started to start more into, like, he likes to do architect stuff now. Like, he's starting to get into architect and all these things. And so I'm just hoping that he lose interest in playing sports. Maybe I can convince him. I don't know, but I'm gonna try. He can just stop playing sports. Because every time I turn around, it's a practice, y'all. It's a game. It's a workout. It's a this, it's a that. Every day. Every day. We don't get no time off. No breaks. But yeah. So anyway. Let me go get my keys so I can go pick up my son. Then Boosie got more stuff going on right now than Ayden, and that's just Boosie got baseball. Boosie got basketball. Boosie got football. Boosie want to play soccer. Boosie want to be on the debate team. I said, you debate me every day. Me and you the team. Why? I don't understand. Now, I'm not getting ready to go. I said, you're going to have to give something up. Because people think, oh, if your kid's not playing sports, but then they get onto like debate teams and stuff like that, that's even worse. Oh, who is Travis? Block Travis. Okay. Okay, Travis, baby, you got to go. The people said block you. You're gone. Peace and God be with you. And take your weird self on. All right. Says he's blocked. Okay. But yeah, so he wanna do too much. Yeah. Y'all know kids that play chess and debate and all that. That's just as worse as your kid playing any other sport. You gotta travel around for that too. No, sit down. Sit down. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about just sitting, twiddling your fingers, playing with your toes? Like the hell. Sort of like
Hey, Mom.
Z.
What?
Be like Z.
Yes, be like me. Take a nap. Mental health comes first. I will never overexert myself. I can't do it mentally. I ain't joking.
Be like Zadia.
Lay down when you need to. Yeah.
You just gotta.
What's in your mouth? What is that?
What is this?
That? Oh, I thought your teeth looked like they were crumbling up. I don't know what was happening at first.
Who teeth? Because you know I can't do bad teeth.
It looked like he had one of them fake things in his mouth. You've been eating all my cookies.
That's what it is.
Oh,
Oatmeal cookie. Not his teeth crumbling.
it looked like it.
Because, baby, he was finna be without a wife. Because, baby, you ain't got no teeth. You ain't got no wifey. Okay? Baby, I can't. Okay, I can't look at bad teeth now. I can deal with a lot of stuff. Bad teeth ain't why I'm sorry if you got bad teeth. I know people in my family with bad teeth. And
I'm starting to go for my
you people.
pulling my wisdom.
Baby, go get them checked. Baby, go get them checked. Get them checked expeditiously.
Come on.
As soon as I see rot, you will be forgot. Okay, baby? I can't take too much. Now, I might can deal with a crunchy toe or two. That long as they ain't stinking. I ain't dealing with no stinking feet. But if they ain't the prettiest feet, I'm okay with that. But a tooth, I can't do. I can't. Now, if you have a tooth disease, gingivitis or something like that, sore gums, and you know you going to the dentist, you getting it where like.
People gonna be spilling my ice, and you know they gotta refill my ice.
First of all, you don't even clean it.
I cleaned it multiple times.
I think I won the Galaxy Z Flip.
I'm sure Carly the one that stole my ice and left. Cause she on the way to the gym.
Carly on the way to the gym.
I'm sure she stole all my ice.
Zaria always rolled up like a burrito. She is.
Which is crazy because I'm really not. But again, when I feel like I'm overexerting myself, I am. Like if my self-care is laying down and rolling up.
Zaria said her self-care is laying down and rolling up in a blanket like a burrito.
I haven't rested in so long.
What?
Mom, I was literally barely moving last week. I was doing
Zaria, you ain't rested in how long? So long?
You rest every day.
No, I don't. I
see you resting every day in that same spot.
Now. I don't have time.
Nap. Ain't no naps.
Yeah, no.
Zaria gets her nap in.
A 28-year-old full-time job. I'm taking a nap in the middle of the day. I don't care about those.
This ain't college.
That don't have nothing to do with me.
They do. You
No.
the one napping.
Even if I have a real, like a 9 to 5, I promise you.
Boosie,
I get
come
off
on.
work, I'm still taking a nap.
I don't care if it's 3 people.
I'd rather take a nap than have a kid. Because I gotta get a nap.
She said she gonna get her nap in. Okay. Well, you know, at the end of the day gonna end. Ricardo, why are you giving me this? Oh, we under $1,000. Oh, might as well just keep paying the same amount. Boosie,
Come on.
you want to get throat chopped?
Yeah. Imagine that. Come on.
So sick and tired. Princeton.
Who are you talking to? Okay, well, come on.
Ricardo's who you talking to is so calm. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? Don't say that to Dad. Daddy loves you. Me?
Let's go.
Who the heck?
We should have been eating instead of playing the game. Let's go. Underlay.
Get your move, boy. You stronger than me.
Underlay.
Boosie, stop. Don't lick me. Now I'm gonna throw you down these steps. Look at that. Just nasty. Now I gotta go watch Mom. That's why you about fail. You play too darn much. Mullet. He really is stronger than me. That's okay. Because I will pick up something. This basket.
What?
Baby, you, yeah. Stop playing on me. Put that basket on your head. Ooh, Lord, where is the hand sanitizer? So many things. Wait a minute. Somebody said block somebody else. Block Kristen. Lord.
Mind you, I woke up early, cleaned up.
I don't see nobody on here named Kristen.
I'm like, okay.
Mind you, you cleaned up and did what, Z?
I probably did more than a lot of people said. I woke up.
Zaria said she did more than a lot of people did today. She woke up.
I woke up. I cleaned up.
You ate with that. Because you did wake up and a lot of people probably didn't.
No, girl, not that.
Oh.
I woke up, I cleaned up, I did my laundry, I went outside, cleaned up that. I also went in my closet, put my clothes up. I also did all of my GA position work for both teachers, because I had two. And I did my internship work, and I started on my homework.
Oh.
Yeah, I did a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
And I'm just not laying down when we walked out and get Ayden. And I'm about to get up and finish my clothes. And about to put my bed down.
Yeah, that was a lot. Yeah.
So at least when I rest, I do a lot before I rest.
Zaria said she woke up. That was the girl, that was good. She did her internship work.
Yep, I did both of my GA position work.
Both of her GA positions work.
Because I got two teachers.
She got two teachers that she's
signed to.
government assistant. What is it called?
Graduate assistant.
Excuse me. Graduate assistant to. And then she
I did laundry.
She did her laundry. She washed and folded her clothes.
I took out my stuff from in there, took it back there, put all my stuff up. All the clothes.
She took some clothes from this house to the tiny house.
It was a lot. I get that part.
She said for me not to forget that it was a lot of clothes that she took from this house to the
went
tiny house.
back there, organized a few things.
Went in the tiny house, organized a few things.
What else did I do? I did my actual internship work because I had to do some stuff for my internship.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my assignment.
Then she had an assignment due for class that she did.
Yes.
And she said that was she was overstimulated after that.
That was too much. And that all happened for the time.
Zaria said she was overstimulated. Zaria said that she was overstimulated after that, and she had to roll up in that burrito.
Yeah, and I had to take a rest for an hour. My rest is different from other people's rest. My mom, she'll sit in the car. That's her rest. Her rest is sit in the car for 2 hours at peace. My rest is laying down.
Yeah.
Carly's rest is just going somewhere outside of this house. My dad's rest is also going somewhere outside of this house. Ayden's rest is watching TV, and Princess is playing the game. Mine just so happens to be sleep. I'm going to sleep. I don't have time for this.
I feel you on it, girl. I feel you on it. Feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Well, my husband just gave me our new mortgage payment, y'all. He said, the Lord is always working. I said, he is. And he gave me our new mortgage payment. And baby, when I say, the Lord didn't take long either, because I just put this on my manifestation list, and I told him, like, Lord, please. I put 3 bills in my manifestation. I said, Lord, please let one of these bills decrease. And that was about 2 months ago. Hallelujah. A decrease in the mortgage payment. Woo, Lord. Thank you. Now, I just feel like, I just fear what something is trickling. Something getting ready to come up. Like, soon as you pay off a car, then the car break down, and then you go out, you got to go out and buy a whole nother car. I just hope that nothing don't happen. Let me enjoy my little coins. Let me enjoy having that little bit of coin that I'm finna save. Woo! Lord of mercy. Oh, thank you. Just gotta praise him. Praise him in advance. Yes, honey. My husband in this darn little ice machine. Yeah. Yes. Tiny house update. It's under 100K. The tiny house is going good, and they could have, I just need these kids to put this stuff on a coaster. They could probably be down there in there sleeping there tonight. I just really feel like they just don't want to move in or something, child. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the people. The stuff is in there, and they just want to hang out in here, I guess. Okay. So, yes, there is, the tiny house is, Zaria, let's take them back there to see it real quick. Y'all get a glimpse. Zaria probably not getting up. She don't look like she getting up. Just no, they didn't actually. Your mom said that. And now I'm on your neck then. Where your key?
I don't know. I gotta go find it. So let's go find it, shall we? Come on. Let me go take the rest of my clothes back.
Oh, the post that she is on, cuz. No. But the post that she is on is the one where Zaria was doing, getting her brothers together for the day, like being the mom for the day. That's the post that Haley's on, cousin. Woo, my cousin over here. Say what's up. Princess. Princess, sit. Okay, you don't listen. Sit. Princess, sit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit your butt down. Sit. Okay. Sit down.
Shoot. Oh. Okay.
Look at her.
Oh. That took a lot of energy.
And look, this is look at this. 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 Look. I can't. So I told them they got 3 more days. 3 days.
Whew, I'm like really tired. I'm sleepy.
Girl, ain't no way you sleepy.
Yes, I am.
Well, I hope you transitioning some of these clothes. Because these look like summer clothes.
Yeah, I am.
And just know these eyes are judging. No. Princess, don't look at me because you...
This is yours.
Go. Okay.
Can you roll this back, please?
Sure.
Right here.
Princess like my dog hard-headed. No, for real.
I just got all this
Okay,
stuff.
this is a mess. You ain't even took the stuff off.
No, girl. People need to know I really travel.
Girl, boo. Princess, come on. Open the door. Open the door, Princess. Are you about clipped her?
Girl, she can get through that though.
Oh, wait a minute. I just gonna get down the steps. Girl. Okay, this is too much. Now, if I fall, I'm telling you, I'm getting up and I'm punching you.
What? Now, if you fall from a suitcase that is all wheel,
Girl, I will, but I gotta go down this this
Ayden?
step. Ayden is at football practice. Girl, this is a mess. See? Oh, hell no. On this damn cobblestone.
what's happening?
All right. Oh, Lord.
Is the thing unlocked?
No, I'm a kept woman. I don't. The key. Me pulling the suitcase, baby. Got me out here wheeling the darn suitcase. Honey, and I, at the end of the day, I don't wheel suitcase, but through the place, only place I'm wheel a suitcase is the airport.
I forgot to mention, I also have Carly do her work.
Oh, Lord. Me dragging